new question tonight about the words and actions of Vice President Kamala Harris and her boss as the White House frantically tries to reclaim lost ground and really rework messaging when it comes to the economy. Let's bring in the panel. Fox News contributor Leslie Marshall and Inferno author Kurt Schlichter. Welcome to you both. It's interesting, Leslie, because you look at these numbers and you see in states like Arizona and Texas and Nevada, we are seeing an increase in Hispanic voters towards the GOP. I want to put these polls on the screen if I can. This is the Suffolk poll. This is Hispanics. Democratic candidates, they're voting 52%, right? But here you have it, Republican candidates, 46%. That is narrowing the margin. Now you look at the black voters. Democrats, they go 71% toward Democrats, 21% toward Republicans. Interesting because Trump carried 12% of blacks and 32% of Hispanics, and he increased it, so the numbers are changing.
Well, the numbers are changing, but the demographics of the voter base are changing, and that can be advantageous for both parties. If you look at Georgia right now, where we're having record numbers of people coming out to vote, they're seeing record numbers of African Americans, numbers they haven't seen even bigger than when Barack Obama ran for office the first and the second time around. They're also seeing a lot of older people voting and older African Americans voting. I think that's actually going to bode better in the state of Georgia, at least for Democrats, when you look at Republicans talking about slashing Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, not voting with Democrats to cap insulin, and not saying that you can get hearing aids at the pharmacy over the counter, which my party did.
She puts a brave face on it, Kurt, but the whole thing is Democrats are scared. The Democrats are very concerned about this trend where Hispanics are, especially Hispanics, shifting toward them in big numbers.
Trace, they should be scared. Okay. Gasoline at the gas station right outside, $6.19 a gallon. I just spent $38 for a burrito and a bowl of soup and 2 waters. Okay, you can't deny that. And the untold story of this election, you're dead on, is Latino Americans, our Latinx friends, are faith, family, and flag folks. I married into a Hispanic family. These are great Americans. They want to succeed. They want the government out of their business. They want a strong America. They don't like the cultural weirdness, and they hate the terrible Biden economy.
Actually, no, half my family is Latino. They don't even know what Latino X or Latino, whatever that means. They have no idea what it is. I want to play this soundbite of President Biden mocking reporters, and I'll get your take on the other side. Watch. And I think there's a difference, Kurt, between, not answering questions, which he often doesn't do, in fact, mostly doesn't do, and then mocking the reporters for actually asking the questions. That's their job. And his job, in part, is to answer them.
Well, look, he can't answer them. Look, you are a real reporter. You play it straight. I'm a columnist. I'm at townhall.com. I can say it. The guy is infirm. The guy is senile. The guy is too old to be president. He can't handle the give and take of facing up to the reporters. And his people are sitting there yelling to try and stop it. It's embarrassing, and it's dangerous, especially now.
What do you think about that, Leslie? I mean,
I think it's dangerous.
Do you think it's appropriate?
I think it's dangerous when people who are columnists and not MDs say somebody's senile and make a health assessment. I'm certainly not going to do that. I didn't think of that as mocking. I thought of that as, isn't it funny how they just keep going? We're obviously not going to take their questions. And, there are times, do I think the president should answer their questions? Absolutely. I'm a former journalist, not to be confused with what I do now, because I can opine for a living rather than just report facts. But yes, I think the president should take the questions, but I don't think it's mocking.
We could play reams of videotape where the president is not just mocking, he's making fun, he's getting angry at reporters for asking questions that he could not answer, he gets angry at. So it wasn't just this one. I want to move on to Kamala Harris, because this soundbite really worth watching again. Watch. It feels, Leslie, like she's either not preparing, she just kind of goes out there and she does this all the time, where she kind of gets caught up and doesn't really know what to say next. Is it lack of preparation? Is she just this her style? What do you make of it?
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. I have, look, I don't care if you're vice president or, you're a school teacher. When you show up to a group of people and you're being interviewed or you're giving a speech, you need to be prepared. However, being the mother of 2 kids, and when my son was little and said, yeah, yo, bus, every time a yellow bus went by, I feel nostalgia and my heart warms every time I see a yellow bus.
I don't think it warms a lot of hearts around the country. Kurt, your final thoughts?
Look, I liked Veep a lot better when it was a TV show. Look, they've got her on the school bus circuit. We've got Ukraine exploding. We've got an economy going down the tubes. We have an open border. We have crime in the streets. She's out there talking about the yellow school bus. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Kurt, Leslie, great to have you on set tonight. This is so nice, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thanks for
coming.
having us back.